YouTube. It's your favorite guru from Temu. And today we're going to be talking about this trade that I ended up taking. Well, I actually didn't take it. Hold on. I ended up taking the trade. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to hit y'all. Sorry. I ended up taking the trade and it didn't happen. It didn't play out. Y'all going to end up seeing the live trade play out at the end of the video. But I just want to talk about my whole thought process on this entire trading little industry thingy, right? Trading on this prop firm, right? You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's get into it. Switch over. Boom. I was watching Call of Duty. If one of y'all niggas want to play me in COD, let me know. I'll whoop y'all. But going into today's trade, I wanted to get into for sales, right? As y'all can see, we ended up, I didn't take this large amount. It was like something like this. Actually, I think it was like 60. Or something like that. But yeah, I ended up calling that out. But I didn't call that one out because I was actually getting offered today. And when I when I took this trade, this buy trade right here, I was in the bathtub. All right, don't call me weird. I promise you, I was like, I was taking a tub. I was taking like a bath. My laptop was on the toilet. I was reaching over and clicking buy and sell. True story. I wouldn't lie to y'all boys. And we ended up catching some in the bathtub. But yeah, though. So going back to this other trade, though. This sale trade. I had this level set up for like 2 days ago. If you watched the video yesterday, you could have. I don't know if I showed it, but you could have seen that I had this level put out. And I was looking for it to get hit. Now, I'm going to explain to y'all in theory how I trade initially and break this down. I do that every video, but... let's go over it though. Boom. First off, so what I like to see, what I liked this morning is that this morning ES was printing and going up, right? ES wasn't going up actually. I don't think it was actually. Yeah, ES had cleaner price action, right? Today, looking at this morning, look at this clean price action, and Nasdaq was a little bit of chop, right? So, of course, we can show standard deviation. Now and stuff like that, which I don't even think standard deviation lined up for this. My bad, I keep hiccuping. Standard deviation doesn't even line up for this. I don't even think so for this high, because my sales right here. I think. Hold on. The brain fart. Right here at 5. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I went from right here to here. Yeah. See, standard deviation for Asia didn't even line up with this high, right? It lined it up for New York session, and we got a rejection off of it. But for this high right here, this was actually yesterday's standard deviation, I'm pretty sure. So we go right here. Nope, this wasn't even yesterday's. Okay, I lied. Where did I get this standard deviation from? Was this London standard deviation? And it was London standard deviation from yesterday, right? And as you can see, let's delete this because this doesn't make sense. So as y'all can see, we ended up coming into it, tapping it on the dot, I'm pretty sure. And I ended up missing my entry, right? And if we go to the 5-minute time frame, right here, right, we ended up coming up to the 40s, and then I put my limit at 37, right? And the reason I put my limit at 37 is because on the order flow, which y'all see me reading later, I seen that we had a bunch of buy orders and sell orders sitting there, and buyers were getting trapped because, like most people would think, oh boom, we're going up, look at this opening, just push up heavy. Most people would think we're going to continue and go up higher, but instead we ended up dumping down. So those buyers were getting trapped at this high, and that's where I seen most of the buyers that were trapped at, right? And yeah, if I would have held this, I would have lost money. You get what I'm saying? I ended up with a losing if I would have held it. So I'm glad I took it off. But I was thinking about letting the trade, like letting my limit play out, and just holding it. But that would have been bad. And it was down to the tick that I ended up missing this, right? To the absolute tick. Right here, man. To the absolute tickety tick. As y'all can see, it's this little bitty gap right here, and we didn't get filled. Yeah, though, standard deviation lined up. This was mainly an order flow trade. I'm gonna keep it a band. This was mainly an order flow trade. There was no real ICT at this level. So this was mainly an order flow. I just traded order flow with this trade, and as you can see, just using order flow, you can take good trades like this, right? You don't need trades. As y'all been seeing, we've been catching crazy trades with just using order flow and learning. I'm out there trying to learn as much as possible. But yeah, the way I like to do it though, and what I like to see is once we got to my level, right? Which my level was 735, right? This is my level, and I can show y'all right here. It's 734. It was supposed to be 735. It was 734.25, as y'all can see right here, right? This was my level, and so once it got to my level, I want to see a reaction, right? I want to see sellers tapping in, buyers getting trapped, buyers tapping out, right? So we go to the 1 minute. Y'all see exactly what I mean when we get to my level, right? We got up here, instantly sell off, break a structure right here, right? Break a structure. We close below these lows, right? Below this recent low. Perfect. That's what I want to see, right? Let me like that. That's exactly what we want to see. Break a structure right here at those lows right there. We had a break a structure right there. I mean, at these highs, recent lows. It could have been up here as well. But yeah, what we got here, strong selling pressure. I don't know. I was recording here, but I don't know if I got this part where I seen strong selling pressure come in inside of the market, right? Then once strong selling pressure seen in and we started to fight at this fair value gap right here, I knew that more than likely we were just going to come up, fill some orders up here, and then push down lower. And I set my limit right here, waiting for a pullback, which we got that pullback. Came to the exact point, like it just needed to go up 0.25 more. I would have had zero drawdown. If it would have came up just a little bit more, zero drawdown to the T would have ran straight to my TP. This would have been a $1,500 trade right here. So simple, so smart. I did end up calling this trade out in my server too as well. So let's go ahead and show y'all boys that. My students have been killing it recently too. Shout out Cam, shout out Naz. Naz wasn't feeling good today. This is not the right server. There we go. Here we go. I called this early right here. See, this is why I entered into the trade. This is where I had it at. Y'all gonna see it later on in live trading. But this is where I had my limit at. As you can see, 737 came to the absolute, missed it by a tick. I called it right here, right? This was at 837. It's crazy. Every time a thing lines up, it's cool. Called this right here, told them to just wait a little bit. Crazy. I ended up tried to catch it before it dropped down again at 742. I was expecting a pullback. It didn't work. I found a new level, 737. Called this out. I'm getting in at 737 for sales. Stop loss at 660. And stop loss at 758. So this was a 21 point stop loss. Was it 21 point? Yeah, 20 point, something like that. 21 point stop loss. Yeah, 21 point stop loss. With like almost 100 point TP. Am I correct? Yeah, almost 100 point TP. Right? 100 and no, that's not 100. I don't feel like doing the math today, even though I'm a trader and I see numbers all day. Yeah, though, I can just do it right here. We can just calculate it right here. Oh, this was only a 75 take profit right here. This would have been 75 points for a take profit and only a 20 point stop loss, giving us a 3 RR, right? Giving us 3 RR. But usually when we get up here, I like to drag my stop. I could have put stop right above this high right here because I knew this high was protected. I didn't have to have that large stop loss, which it isn't pretty large. And I could have had like an 8 point stop loss right here, and we would have been green. I would have had no drawdown anyway. I could have had no stop loss. I still would have hit. But yeah, called this out for the students right here. Told them 636, and then boom. I told them sorry because it was by a tick off. I was literally out by a tick. And this happened to us yesterday as well. I told them, got in for buys yesterday, I think. Told them buys yesterday, and it missed by a point yesterday. So yesterday was crazy. But yeah, ended up taking the full. He actually did take this trade. My student actually did take that trade, so that is crazy. Took 1 mini on that top step account, and he rolled it all the way out, right? And this was the buy trade that we got in. But I really just want to talk about that sell trade. I hope God loves. I said I hope God loves. God loves y'all, boys. I will catch you on another video. Going on to the live trade. Peace out. Attention to pay. Hoes to ignore. Why you in my face? Too much in my way. Too much in my way. Took her on. She met my pops. Now she see what on my way. Alright. I want to get in for sales. Y'all can see I had a level marked out right here. We ended up missing about. Well, we actually tapped it actually. Yep. To the tick. So that's perfect. It just didn't alert me. Alright. On my arm, bro. Regret that. It's gay. And we want to see absorption back at these highs again. Alright, there go my level hit. Now we want to see absorption. Whoa, whoa, whoa. $36. We get back to 736. 736 and see what we do there. Oh, alright, perfect. Limit set in. We're gonna enter back in where I initially had my setup at. We getting selling pressure coming back in, so hopefully we just get a pullback right here. Imagine we just get ran off again. Good selling pressure, right? That's what we wanted. Now we just wait for the pullback to come back through and come in and tap us in. So, but we might actually end up getting ran off, which should be cool. Yeah, it looked like it's gonna run off with a. Let me show the Discord server. All right, we should get a pullback right here. No, it just missed me by a tick. It just missed me by a tick. We might be good. It just missed me by a tick. Yo. We good. We good. There's no way it just drops right here, right? There's no way. There's no way it just drops and goes to TP. This happened to me yesterday. It went to a tick yesterday. Yesterday it was to a point. Today it was to a tick. Alright, well, if we get missed, if we don't get tapped in, then I can just show y'all what discipline looks like. Yo, because I could have chased it. I was about to drag my sell limit to right here, which I probably would have, it would have been a good trade anyway if I would have dragged it there. I still would have got a good entry, but we don't chase the profits. We don't do that. I was trying to set my stuff up, yes. Going back to that balanced price range. Wow, it's going back to imagine it, I missed it by a tick. Wow. Wow, yeah, this GG's. ES is going down. It's on a downwards trend. NASDAQ is just chopped right now. I don't think, unless we just come back up and tap that high again, maybe. But I think it's finna go back down. I think it's gonna continue going down, which is insane. If that happens though, like, I'm just not trading for today. I'm gonna be done because I'm gonna get kind of upset. See, ES is printing down lower lows and stuff like that. Yeah, that's GG's. Wow, bro, that's insane. And I called it out on my Discord too. Dang. Wow, really by a tick. Yo, I'm off for today. I'm trying to be disciplined. I'm off for today. This would have been a great trade, as y'all boys can see. Well, there's 10 points to TP. We'll let it see if it ride the TP. Literally by a point, bro. Not even a point. To the tick. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, my nigga. We got, how much we had left? We was in at, it won't even let me click it. Well, yeah, that's most definitely going to be full TP. It's going to continue dropping, but dang, yeah, we might well take this off. 6, we got is 6. Where's this point at? 6. We had 0.25 more to go, bro. But y'all boys seen it here live. This would have been a green trade today, a great trade today if this would have hit me. If I would have got checked in, but I guess I'll set the alert box. I can set the alert box. This is what I usually do. Set the alert box with value air high. 729. We set alert box at 729. Just in case we do come back up here, we might be able to get a trade. But yeah, missed by the freaking tick, and it's finna run off the TP right there. Hey, good trading today. We didn't take no L's or no losses, so it is what it is. But I'm gonna get off for the day.